So here we go on Camino number 3, almost 3 years to the day. In 2015 was the first one here, and just coming through the gate at the bottom of Rue de la Citadelle in Saint-Jean. Raining obviously by the look of the gear, and we're going to be heading straight up Rue de la Citadelle there, up to Horizon today. So this is the part that we're staying in tonight, which is the hotel, and there's the church. There's Pilgrim's Mass in there at 8 o'clock. So here we are on day 3, and we're heading to a short walk to Bicicleta today. And this has got to be the most depressing sign you're ever going to see on the Camino. 790. What? Oh well.
Feel like we just do only 10.
That was a long day. Well done. That's probably the hardest day yet. But we're staying here tonight. And if you're looking at this blog, you might just recognise this place. So let's get on in there. So here is a scene that some people may recognise from Akerreta. We were lucky enough to stay here last night. Here is an awesome spot for second breakfast. And here we go. Finally made it to Pamplona. Coming through the French gate. There's quite a few people on the trail today, just heading out of Quinta Lorena for Estella. Of course, these are two main sort of stage towns, so that's probably partly the reason why there's quite a few people. Here we have the sign of a happy pilgrim. He's got her earbuds in, listening to a bit of music. Head down. We're almost there. So this is a little bit deceptive. We're on our way to Los Arcos, a little under halfway probably. And the village in front of us is, oh, how do you pronounce these? Akerreta, I would guess. So we arrive in Los Arcos.
Total distance 20 kilometers. Total time 6 hours 36 minutes and 21 seconds.
Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Read out from the GPS. It's a Torres del Rio, and I have no idea what day of the week it is or how many days we've been walking. How's it going?
Good. So far so good.
Settled into it?
Yeah, but headache still not go away yet.
That's the Camino.
But good thing,
Yeah.
it's on the air, walking, very peaceful, very nice view, nice food.
So this is the 12th century Templar church in Torres del Rio, and we'll pop inside and get a shot inside. Just a note that it's not always open, but there's a telephone number on the door and you can ring the lady to come and open it during opening hours. The sign is in English as well as Spanish. We're having a foot break. Now there's lots of different opinions on footwear, sandals, shoes, boots. Personally we prefer boots because we have We have sort of chronic foot issues anyway. Pat's got plantar fasciitis and I've got Achilles tendonitis, so, and we both got a bit of shin splint, so we prefer the support of boots, and they're really lightweight, to be honest, really comfortable. So this is one of the tapas streets in Logroño, and I think the Spanish custom is to go and have one thing sort of in a bar and a glass of wine and then go to another bar. We kind of screwed that up because we found this place and loved everything they had, so we sat and had about 6 dishes. It was really nice, not too pricey either. Up the hill out of Logroño above the lake, and someone was questioning the need for bringing an umbrella. Now I think it's really nice in this hot weather. It makes it really comfortable, so you don't have to wear a hat. A little bit of breeze across your head. They're a little bit fiddly to fix on, but really good. So this is Navarrete. Really nice little place. There's a few places to eat. There's one up there on the left near the church. We just had lunch in Bar Deportivo, which was nice. I'm staying down there in the hostel. I reckon over this hill we might just see Santo Domingo. So here we are in Burgos, and having had a menu del dia, Miss Piggy is having an ice cream, and this video comes especially for David and Chow. Look at this shop. You could spend a weekend in here. Chorizo, cheese, wine. Oh, awesome. So there is a great saying by someone I admire who says, "You can't come to Spain and not have the lamb, Tom." So we have been recommended by our hotel to come to the Hotel Azofra. There are certain places recommended in Burgos for lamb, but this one they say is better and not as expensive as some of the better known ones. This is up on the Meseta between Hornillos and Hontanas. So for those who say the Meseta is boring and you should miss it, I'm afraid I would disagree. This is between Hornillos and Hontanas. We finally made it up the hill past Castro Jerez. These little flags up here are almost like Sherpa prayer flags, aren't they? Really great view. Just look at this place that we're staying at in Carrión. It's like staying in a museum. It's an old monastery. I feel like I have to speak in hushed tones. So today, sadly, we leave Carrión de los Condes and the Real Monasterio del San Zoillo that we've been staying in. I'm so going to miss this place, the peace and serenity of it. So David is still here doing his great work on the Camino with his little Donativo fruit and drink stand. Just hope people remember to put some coins in. And from here we don't have too far to go to Astorga. So we've arrived. It's nice and quiet. We'll just get our stones organised. So it's starting to get a little bit busier now. So we've managed to lay our stones at the foot of the cross. So it's a little bit quieter. Yeah, it's a very moving moment. So I think we might just hang on here for a few moments and then continue on. We go across the top of this hill and then down to Navarrete and to Acebo where we're staying this evening. I have to say this is one of my favourite parts of the Camino. Maybe it is because you're kind of all chilled out, having just been to the Cruz De Ferro. Hope you can't see that on the video. Cow just dumping everywhere. These beautiful mountains. A little bit of snow on that one. So we're going to come down into a little dip here, and that's Navarrete, where there's a little albergue. So this is the section just below Riegos, sorry I can't remember the name. So actually El Acebo down to here was fine. My memory fails me, I thought it was a lot harder. But this bit just below Riegos is pretty ankle twisting. I think the Camino has a way of teaching you lessons every day, and I think our lesson today is tolerance. It's a beautiful walk today, a bird song, perfect day to walk in silence, but it's proving difficult. Just constant streams of people chit-chatting. So I can remember when I did this bit 3 years ago, my legs were like jelly and I could barely walk. How are you going?
Because we cut it into parts, so
Yeah.
not that bad, but still very deep. What's your hill? But to be honest with you, because my knee issue, everything as well, I see a lot of young, teenagers. They just go really quick.
I think most people do kind of rub an aisle of Foncebadon to Molinaseca in one go.
Yeah, that's the normal people. But not,
I'm glad we broke it into two though.
yeah, but we have a good time, absorb everything very nice and very lucky.
We came down really slow today because the
lucky.
birds were tweeting. It was really nice.
Nice weather.
Now we've got to go and find our home for tonight.
I love this. I love this place.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're here nice and early. We're going to have lunch. So there's a little bit of a change in the weather. We're just on our way from, where did we stay last night? Vega. So we're 3 or 4 k's up the road. We've come through Ruta Lane. There's a light rain, but gee, it's nice with the clouds down on the hills. We're coming into, is it Las Arcos? I think we'll turn off soon. Oh, it's getting pretty wet now. Hopefully not far to Othoburo and a nice lunch. It is very welcoming. So There's a little bar. The lady stoked the fire when we came in, and we have just had a wonderful lentil soup, which will keep Madam going.
Really tastes really good.
So we're just on our way from where? Triacasteia to Sarria. We left rather late this morning, which is probably a good thing because it's very quiet. I haven't seen any people. I'm just stopping to appreciate the scenery. This is very much Galicia now, isn't it? These sorts of roads. And so let me introduce you to an old Camino friend of ours. I first met Thomas 3 years ago and introduced Pat to him 2 years ago, and we've been looking forward to seeing him again today. Here is Thomas. Isn't that a gorgeous tree?
I don't know. I think Camino is have something about wanting to go back and do it again.
Yeah.
When you nearly finish, or when you have a bad day, or you nearly done, I talk to myself while I'm walking. I will never do it again.
Yeah.
I'm have enough. I will.
Yeah.
But when the part of you in the forest, in the raining, very quiet, you smell every bit of the tree, the grass, even some flowers, you feel like, this is kind of part of the heaven, and make you feel like you miss this part and you want to walk again.
Yeah.
Little bit special in the forest. I love it.
So here we are on the very final day on the Monte de Gozo, the Hill of Joy, and these two pilgrim statues kind of represent pilgrims of the past who would have arrived on this hill and got their first sight of the cathedral at Santiago. And what do you actually feel now that it's almost finished? So you've done this before, you've arrived in the square next to the cathedral. What do you think you'll feel?
Oh, last time it's
Pouring with rain, yeah.
This time is more easier. So what the question is?
What do you think you'll feel like when you finally get to Santiago?
Just feel like you achieved something.
Yeah.
Another part, I feel glad to finish,
Yeah.
done,
Yeah.
because your body seems like, it's very tough now for me. My body take the painkiller every day. But another part, I feel like, probably like that everybody is, missing.
Yeah, something's
walking,
missing.
Yeah. Some part that you love to walk. Some part, not all the part.
No.
But,
That's what I felt on the last ones, and maybe if anyone's watching this and they haven't done a Camino before, I would just say to you, when you get to the cathedral, don't be upset if you feel a bit let down, if it's like a bit of an anticlimax, because once you get there, that's it, and you go home. And you can kind of stand there sometimes thinking, well, is that it? What now? What you got to remember, and in our case it was 800 k's, all of the benefit, the joy, the learning, the lessons, it was all back there. 800 k's of it. Not here. All the good stuff has happened. It's all about the journey. This is just the end of the journey and maybe the start of the next one. So I hope you enjoy your Camino, because I think we've enjoyed ours. Are we coming back?
yeah, I think so.
All right, see you on the next one.